Okay, so this is a video that I'm going to record. A few people on Futureland were asking me to do a video of how I make pixel art, so here it is. Preliminaries. This is Sprite. This program has Asprite. It's a really nice pixel art program that you can get off the internet. It's a few pounds or dollars depending on where you are in the world. It's not super expensive, like nowhere near to Photoshop or something. Some people do use Photoshop. You could even use MS Paint if you're feeling brave. Zoomed all the way in, you can do pixel art that way. Apart from that, I'm on my desktop using a mouse today, so this is me moving the mouse around. A lot of the time I'll be on my laptop tablet transformer thingy using a pen on the screen. The pen's much better for sketching out stuff, whereas mouse is better for kind of doing individual pixel details. So it's either one really. So I think what I'm going to do here is give a little bit of spiel about what I'm doing and then speed up the footage of me actually doing it in post. So step one is, well, I guess step 0 is coming up with the idea of what I'm going to do. Today I think I've got a good idea, which is to do animation of like a missile pod firing a missile across the screen. So there's going to be like a missile pod over here and a missile that like fires across here. So step 1 then is to do line art. Sometimes I do line art, sometimes I just start by blocking things out, but today I'm going to do lines. I think that's going to work well. So yeah. Okay, so I've done my line art. Got the missile pod here and a missile as roughly what it's going to look like when it started flying out the screen. So probably only going to be visible for 1 or 2 frames. We've got like the tips visible still inside the launcher here. So step 2 is to fill in some colors and get kind of the basic still image down. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so step 2 is pretty much done. So this is what the missile is going to look like when it's kind of out and flying, and we've got it in the barrels here. I ended up faffing around quite a bit because I thought I would be able to do something clever with layers, but then I realized it was more complicated than I thought, and it's better to just put them on. The missiles are on the front layer, cut out for now, and then as they emerge, I'll have to use this reference copy to fill in the rest of them as they're coming out of the barrel. So step 3 is going to be animating one of them firing. So we're going to have to go through and animate it. So the key thing is always to use kind of non-linear motion. So it's going to start off quite slowly, and then once it gets going, it's probably going to get across here in only a couple of frames, which is why I've lengthened out the whole image here. So there's a little bit more time where it's going to be in flight. And then we're going to add a few special effects like a smoke trail and some fire coming out of the barrel as it's firing. So yeah, let's go on with that. Okay, so we've got the basic animation going, and it's more or less there. Kind of ends abruptly as the missile's flying off, but that's going to be improved a lot by having a smoke trail that's left and then dissipates over a few frames at the end. So I'm going to go and put in those special effects and that should really make it kind of pop. So yeah. Okay, so there we go. I think that's looking okay. Alright, let me just turn onion skinning off. So yeah, we've got the rocket shooting out, we've got a little burst of flames, and we've got a nice smoke trail that dissipates to give you a sense of that motion afterwards. So that's looking okay, I think. So I'll save that, export it to a GIF, and then upload it to Futureland. That's it for the video. See ya.